What's up everyone, this is Cyberknight, and today I have an update over my Cyberse Deck Profile for you guys. So yes, of course, this is using the brand new support that came out in Cybernetic Horizon, as well as the new cards that came out in the Powercode Link structure deck, which was just released yesterday. So I thought it'd be fun to do an update because of that, because Cyberse gained a ton of new support from those two things, basically. A lot of cards that we were missing, and another talker monster too. So yeah, let's go on ahead and just start going through the cards. And also too, if you want to see more deck profiles in the future, be sure to like this video and subscribe. Anyway though, let's get to those cards. Alright, so starting us off, I'm running one of Cyberse Magician. So yeah, with this card, you really only need one of them. I mean, with a Cybernetic Horizon, Cyberse can now Ritual Summon, and Magician's just a really card to bring out for them. I mean, it helps protect your monsters, it's good to go against your opponent's monsters, especially Link monsters and stuff too, and it kind of gives you another boss monster to use for the deck too, because most of the Cyberse are kind of weak on the attack, like I said yesterday, but then they power up by just Link summoning. Well, this kind of gives you one that's actually pretty strong by itself. And you don't really need any way of like searching for this. You don't need like Manju to help search for, you know, ritual spell and all that kind of stuff. No, basically just having one of these and then also the ritual spell is enough. It's easy to bring out and a great card for the deck. So definitely recommend it. Then, of course, after that, I am running 3 of the brand new Lady Debug. This card is amazing. I mean, this is one of the main ones we've been waiting on. Basically, it's your searcher. It's like I said yesterday, I mean, it's great to have a searching card for Cyberse, and that's what this does. Whether it's normal or special summon, just being able to add one to your hand like that is definitely going to help you out, because with this deck, you're summoning like crazy, and you want to have as many in your hand as possible. So that it just helps refill that, and again, it's a searcher, so that's great. After that, of course, I'm running 3 of Cyberse Gadget, another card that came out in the structure deck, another one we've been needing for quite a while, because, again, this card just adds a lot of, power to the deck, being able to, even whenever you use it as part of a Link summon, you get a token after that, which then you can use that for a Link summon as well. So this card just adds a lot to the deck. It just helps make sure you have more monsters on the field to Link summon with. And, yeah, I mean, I'm just glad we finally had this, because I didn't know how long we were going to have to wait, because it does add just so much. It's one of the main cards you definitely need. Then I am also using 2 of Widget Kid. This came out in the starter deck recently. We did an update with that whenever it happened. And basically, it's another monster that helps you, when you bring it out, you get another Cyberse monster. So, again, another way to bring out more monsters. Obviously a great thing. More monsters you have, the better for Cyberse. That really is the motto of them. That just means more Link monsters after that. So Widget Kid being able to do that is great. Then, of course, I'm running 1 of Rom Claudia, and then 2 of Backup Secretary. Backup Secretary is really simple. I mean, you have a Cyberse, you get to special summon her. That's all you have to do. So again, more monsters, the better. It just, by having her, most likely you're going to be able to bring out a Code Talker monster just easily that turn. So great to have it, obvious reasons for that. Then Rum Cloudy is great because it's a card that can help you, well, first off, it can help recycle your monsters from your graveyard. It can help get one of your Cyberse back. And then also, too, whenever it is destroyed, then you're able to pretty much just search for whatever Cyberse you need from your deck and add it to your hand. So, again, a searcher, that's always great. And just being able to get your Cyberse monsters back to use them again is good, too. So, it's great to have one of these just thrown in there to help out with that. And next up, I am running 3 of Balancer Lord. And then, of course, to go along with that, I mean, these two are always together. Then I am running 2 of Boot Staggered. So yeah, both of these, I mean, ever since they came out in that structure deck, yeah, they're Cyberse monsters you need. Here, let me kind of organize it a little bit better. We're piling up cards. They kind of all move around. But anyway, a Balancer Lord gives you an extra normal summon. So again, more ways to summon, the better. You just pay a little bit of life points, extra monster. And that just means, again, more Link monsters for you. Then, of course, too, if it happens to get banished, which, that can actually happen pretty easily because we have Backdoor, which we'll get to that here in a second. But being able to do that, you also get a special summon out of it, too. So either way, it helps you bring out more monsters and has pretty good stats, too, on the attack. Boot Stagger, though, is one of my favorite Cyberse because, yeah, it's a level 5, but it's a lot easier to bring out than you think. Because if you normal summon a Cyberse monster, you can just special summon him right after that. So with that, he's easy to get on your side of the field, 2,300 attack, does damage to your opponent, you get a token. Tokens mean more Link monsters. Again, plain and simple. So both these cards are great, and yeah, they're definitely cards you need to have. Like I said, ever since that structure deck where we finally got them, they're must-haves for the deck. After that, I am running 2 of Sim Tabler. I believe I say it's like tablet and taper, I think. Yeah, this is one of the newer cards that came out in Cybernetic Horizon. What's great about it is that basically it's easy to bring out, and then also you can get back one of your Cyberse monsters from your graveyard, add it to your hand. So you can just special summon this to where, so it points to a Link monster, and yeah, just another way to bring out another monster. You have all these monsters you can, easily special summon. Then after that, you're going to have like all the Code Talker monsters on your side of the field. And another way to get more monsters out there is great. And also being able to recycle them too is another thing that definitely helps out the deck. And then of course, I am using one of Flame Buffalo and then one of Sea Archiver. I talked about both of these yesterday with the budget deck profile. Check that out if you haven't seen it yet. But basically with Sea Archiver, what it does is that it's another easy to bring out monster. Whether it's in your hand or graveyard, if a monster is summoned to a spot where it points to a Link monster, then you can just special summon it. So another way to get out an easy monster that also has a good defense. I mean, having that, a 2,100 defense, that can help you out too. So yeah, just another way to bring out more monsters basically. Then of course with Flame Buffalo, what I like about this card is that it's a draw card. Basically, when it is removed from the field, you get to discard a Cyberse monster, you get to draw 2 cards. So that even counts if you're using it as part of a Link summon. And you'll do that a lot with this deck. So being able to use it as part of a Link summon, you get rid of one of your cards from your hand, then you're drawing 2 cards from that. That's really great. And like I keep saying, you're going to use up the cards in your hand a lot. So being able to have a little bit of a draw engine to use as well works out really well. So yeah, I definitely recommend at least running one of those. Then we also have Dotscaper. That's the one that you can never get rid of. It's one you can keep helping, Link summon with. And then Link Infra Flyer, which is another one of those that just basically you can just bring it out whenever you have a spot that, that points to one of your Link monsters, special summon it. There you go. It's kind of the same idea as Sea Archiver, kind of. It's slightly different, but kind of the same idea in the end too. And then, of course, I'm also using Stack Reviver, which basically just helps you revive one of your Cyberse monsters. When it's used as part of a Link summon, there you go. Brings back one of your monsters, and you can Link summon with that as well. So it's always great for that reason, too. And then, of course, for some of my stronger Cyberse monsters I'm running one of Degrade Buster, and then one of Cyberse White Hat. White Hat is really easy to bring out. You just gotta have 2 Cyberse monsters your side of the field, special summon, there you go. Also, if it's part of a Link summon, it weakens your opponent's monsters. So, with both those effects, easy to bring out, weakening opponent's monsters, that's great. And also has pretty good attack stats, too. And then Degrade Buster is basically your Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning. I think that's what I compared it to last time, and that's the best comparison, because easy to bring out, banish 2 of your Cyberse monsters, there you go. It's a heavy hitter monster too, so it can do some damage to your opponent, and it can actually help turn around games too, especially if things aren't going well for you, and you don't have your field set with all these different Link monsters. It's a good backup plan to have. So yeah, again, easy to bring out and can do some damage. And now, of course, moving on to our spell cards, I am running one of Signet Ritual, and then, of course, 3 of Signet Backdoor. Signet Ritual, you only need one of it because I'm using one of Cyberse Magician. So yeah, you just need one of each of them. And yeah, makes it still where it's easy to bring it out and everything, but if, let's say worst case scenario, they go to the graveyard or something, which is easy to get them to the graveyard if needed, then you can also use the other effect of Signet Ritual where you get a couple of tokens out of it. So either way, it comes in handy for you, and it's just another way to bring out a stronger monster that can help you out. Then with Signet Backdoor, I mean, that's pretty much our best spell card. Being able to do that is amazing. I've explained it too many times to count. Yeah, you need 3 of them. It's a must-have. After that, I am running 2 of One-Time Passcode, Free Cyberse Token, and Link Monster. that's what happens with it, so that's the reason you want to have that. Then next up, I am running 2 of World Legacy Succession. This card is getting some hype lately, and that's for a good reason, too, because with it, you're able to revive one of your monsters and then summon it where one of your Link monsters point to. So, with Cyberse, I mean, being able to revive one of your monsters like that and get another monster on the field is amazing, which can lead into so many different combos. So, I definitely recommend Succession in this deck because it is one of those decks that you can really use it to its max potential, and obviously with Cyberse, like I keep saying, another way to bring out monsters is always a good thing for you. Then, of course, I'm running one of Security Block to protect your monsters, one of Scapegoat, more tokens, there you go, I mean, it's an instant Firewall Dragon as well. Then Soul Charge to revive your monsters, and then, of course, Monster Reborn, for obvious reasons. It's at 1 right now, I don't know if it's going to change with the next ban list, but yeah, you basically run Monster Reborn in everything, so it's just that simple. And then for a trap card, since there's only 2 of them, I'm just going to go ahead and go through them. We have Recoded Alive and Limit Code. because now we have so many different Code Talker monsters. We just got, Transcode Talker and Powercode Talker. So since we have all of these now, these trap cards help out a lot with that. They help make sure they're on the field. They can help make sure you get all the different Talker monsters out there. And I think that's kind of one thing a lot of people don't realize about Cyberse, is that they rely on the Code Talker monsters more than Firewall. If Firewall happens to get banned, I don't know if it will, but if it happens to, that won't kill Cyberse. They rely on the Code Talker monsters more than anything. So having more ways to bring them out easily, which these two trap cards can do, yeah, that helps you out a ton. So I definitely recommend having those. Okay, now we've moved on to the extra deck, so let's go through all these different Link monsters that we have. So first off, I'm running one of the brand new Powercode Talker. Then after that, two of Transcode Talker, which is the second newest, I guess. It came out in the most recent starter deck. Then one of Decode Talker. Then, of course, after that, one of Encode Talker. And then, last but not least, for the Talker monsters so far, have one of Xcode Talker. So yeah, these are the different Talker monsters you're going to be using for now. Basically, use one of each of them except for Transcode Talker, which it's kind of tough to have all these on the screen together lined up. There we go, I think you guys can see them all. But yeah, Transcode Talker is basically the best one right now, just because it's able to power them up, also being able to revive a Link monster and stuff. It's just one of the main Code Talker monsters you want to have access to, so yeah, it's in my opinion the best one. I think most people would agree on that. And basically, too, the way the Talker monsters work is that Xcode and Encode, they're more defensive for you. They kind of help with the backlines and stuff and help even like power up and stuff for you. Then you have Decode Talker, which is somewhere in the middle. I consider it more of a, one of the stronger Talker monsters because it can get powered up. And then Transcode and Powercode are there to, well, power up your monsters. I mean, just like Powercode lives up to. It can double the attack of one of your monsters with that, which can mean, an easy game over for your opponent as well. And then also, if you have all these linked together, you have some serious power going on too. I mean, there's a reason Playmaker uses these, right? I mean, it really is that simple, because you link them all together, they can power each other up, they can protect each other, they can, run over your opponent really easily on that too. So, in most cases, when you just have even a couple of these out there, you have control over the game. So, that's the reason you want to have basically one of each, and then two of Transcode, because again, it's honestly just the best one, and I can't wait until we get the last one that we're missing too, which should be in a future structure deck. I have no idea when it's coming out, though, so I don't think that's been announced. Then after that, of course, I am running one of Firewall Dragon, and then one of Topologic Bomber Dragon. Both of these, I believe, are getting reprinted in the Mega 10, so they should be easier to get. With this deck, like I said earlier, though, misconception that is going on about it, though, is everyone thinks you have to have Firewall. Firewall's really expensive, which, it is still pretty expensive, and if it gets banned, could that hurt Cyberse? Not really. I mean, it's a great card to have. If you have access to it, use it. But the Cyberse monsters mainly use the Code Talker monsters, so as long as those are fine, then Cyberse is fine too. So these will get reprinted, but they are kind of one of those things where if you have them, use them. If not, it's fine. You can do what you want on that, but you do need the Code Talker monsters, which are all pretty cheap. I think they're all like basically $1 each, if not less than that. So don't worry about that. Those are the main Link monsters you need. Then after that, I'm running one of Honeybot. Helps out with your different Cyberse, helps kind of protect them. Cyberse Witch, because, yeah, we're using the Ritual, we're using Cyberse Magician, so you gotta use Witch along with that. Then, of course, the land monster. I never say its name correctly. I know I've had plenty of you out there that have been really nice and try to, help me pronounce it correctly. I know it's like a dinosaur name, but yeah, it's just a great Link monster to have because of the Link arrows. At the bottom left and bottom right, really great, easy to bring out, also came out in the new structure deck, and one I recommend you use, just because opening up two spaces like that for a Link 2 is great, and it's really easy to bring out too. Then, of course, Underclock Taker, which is one of the best Link monsters out there. Soon, I guess we'll have our super rare one, right? I mean, it'll be in the OTS 8-pack, so looking forward to upgrading that. Then Link Spider, because with our tokens count as normal monsters, so there you go. It's easy to bring out Link Spider with that. Then I'm also using Link Devotee and Link Disciple. Two cards that are really great to bring out, can help you out with getting whatever cards you need, and are just really easy to summon, too. I mean, they're both Link 1, so with tokens and everything, you can bring them out to start everything off for you and get the cards you need, too. And yep, there you go. That is my Cyberse deck profile. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Sorry if it ended up being kind of a longer deck profile, but of course, with Cyberse, there are so many cards to talk about, I feel like, and just the type of cards themselves anyway. There's just so many different choices. So I hope this was able to help you guys out, and I was trying to explain, my reasoning and everything too. But it really does come down to, like I keep saying, bring out a ton of monsters, Link summon for days, run over your opponent. That's your strategy. That's how Cyberse work. And if you love link summoning or you just want to be like Playmaker, this is the deck for you because you will link summon like crazy. Yeah, just let me know what you guys think. As always, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to hit that like button, helps out a ton. Subscribe for more Yu-Gi-Oh videos. I do deck profiles, openings, news videos, and all that too. And of course, ring that bell so you don't miss out on my videos. And of course I will. Catch you guys later. See ya.